Well, hello and good evening. It's an early start for us here with the Geo Comply Remote Darts League, and that's because we have a special match coming to you live on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Because throughout the Remote Darts League, this is night 20, of course, of the league campaign. We've been promoting the Play a Pro promo on our website, where everybody watching could put themselves forward to take on one of our players. Well, that draw has happened, and the person that's been selected is joining us now to take on the reigning World Masters champion, the Joker, John O'Shea. So it is a warm welcome to Matt Doe. Hello, Matt. Come and join us. Get yourself into shot. There we go. Did you just step up on something, Matt?
I am.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Mate. Well done.
Thank you.
And hello to John as well. Good of you to join us for this, John.
No bother at all.
Excellent. Well, Matt, it's great to see you. Are you able to step in at all, or are we just going to put you on the full screen? That might be the best thing. Well, on the split screen, you're both hidden a bit, but we'll just concentrate on you. We'll leave John for now. Yeah, there we go. We'll have a chat with Matt. It is good to see you. A face that I already know, of course, from the darts circuit, heavily involved with the disability darts, Matt. How have things been going for you, though, during lockdown? Have you been able to play much? Play any darts?
Luckily enough, we've found this online darts thing. We've been doing a couple of lockdown tournaments. We recently are just finishing off our first World Paradarts competition, which I think it's actually the finals just finished now. The last finals just finished now. So we've had 3 or 4 tournaments now, and we're also doing a version of the BDDA tour at home, which we finished the groups last weekend, and that's continuing next week. So we've been keeping active and keeping ourselves practicing and in touch, so to say.
It's excellent, isn't it? And as you say, I think any kind of remote darts helps for those two things you've said. One is the social contact, of course, because everybody's stuck at home, and we've certainly enjoyed that, just the players and myself and the crew, just having the contact, having the communication each evening. But for you, of course, as a darts player, you know, it keeps you competitive.
Absolutely, totally agree. There's been some absolutely outstanding games, and we've also been touched with the support we've had from some professionals as well, because obviously no trophies to win, but what we've actually managed to do is actually managed to bag ourselves a pro to play the winner of the competitions. Martin Adams was the first person, and then we had Michael Smith from the PDC. He played the last winner. I don't know what's happening with this World Paradarts. Nothing's been announced as yet, but I also had my friend Robert Owen, who does PDC as well. He played the winner of my online league that I did, so it's good that we're getting support from pros as well.
Oh, that's great, man. I'm glad you've been busy and helping out on that side of things. But for yourself as a darts player, have you been able to compete much, or have you been busier with organising things and such like?
I've been doing, there's this living room darts tournament that's going around at the moment. I got to the final of that last time and lost out in the final. So I've been doing quite a few competitions myself. So I've been keeping my arm in, and actually I'm not really one for being much of a practicer, but actually being at home has actually made me practice, and actually it's made my game a lot better than it was.
Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of players, to be honest. Far more practice, almost because we're in the conditions we're in. You get on the dartboard.
Yeah.
You obviously travelled to various tournaments. Were you at the Circus Tavern last autumn when the World Masters was on?
Unfortunately, I was working at the time, so I couldn't get the time off to go up there. But I was originally planning to go there this Sunday, but unfortunately, the person I was going with fell ill, so obviously I just missed out. So unfortunately, I missed the chance to see John lift the trophy last year. But every cow does a silver lining.
Yeah, you get to take him on now. Well, we will say hello to John. He's been waiting there patiently. Good to see you, John. And nice of you to be involved in this particular match. I will just mention the Remote Darts League itself, because as it stands, John, you are in 4th place.
Yeah. It's well, unfortunately, it's out of my hands. Nobody likes to hang on tender hooks now for the night, But yeah. Look, everybody that was in that league, like I said to you last night, they're huge personalities. They're huge dart players. You know what I mean? So you were never going to get it easy. I look back over the last few weeks, the nights that I played, there was probably 1 or 2 games that probably I left slip. One that sticks out is Dave Cameron when I was 4-0 up. Just managed to get a draw out of that one. Like, you have to put them away, like, if you're going to compete, but there's still a bit of work to be done,
So I'm sure after you've played this match with Matt, you'll be keeping across the action this evening. There are 6 games to be played, and at the end of those 6 games, John, you're either going to be 3rd, 4th or 5th. We don't know, because Jim Williams and Paul Hogan are going to play their part in your position in the league, whether they win or lose. Everything will move around between the 3 of you. We know that James Richardson and Richard Vainstra are safe, but everything else is up for grabs.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be an interesting night. I mean, like, even last night was very interesting. Most of the games went to full distance. They could have went either way, So
yeah, indeed.
I'm expecting the same tonight. Like, the top quality field of dark players there tonight, so I'm expecting close games,
Absolutely. Well, we can relax a little bit for now and have a nice, friendly, yet competitive game between the 2 of you. So we'll let you get into practice mode now. I'll just chat a bit more while you're both warming up. As you've been chatting with me for the last 5 or 10 minutes, we'll let you get back into mode, okay? So just hit that practice board, Matt.
I will. Good luck, John.
Good luck, Matt.
I mean, we would love to just play a long, long game for these 2, but sadly, because we have to get underway with the real thing on the hour, we've only got time for a best of 3, but it's still great to have Matt here with us taking on John. So John is in Cork, Ireland, and Matt, you're an Essex boy, aren't you?
That is correct. Chelmsford, Essex.
Chelmsford it is, yes indeed. I'm sure Matt's got plenty of support watching right now on Facebook and YouTube.
Hopefully.
Well, no pressure, Matt, but this will be a keeper.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been so nervous.
Good start.
And once the practice starts are over, Matt, you will be throwing first. Okay, so just call out your scores like the referee does, and we'll put them in for you. Are you all set, my friend?
I'm ready indeed.
Excellent. John's good?
No.
So this I'll play a promo match. It is the best of 3 legs. First leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
45.
$59.
81.
40.
55.
41.
60.
60.
51.
47.
43.
John requires 154.
it.
$134.
Yeah, great visit to leave 32. John, you require 96.
Entry.
Oh, that's heartbreaking from the Joker there. Matt is not laughing at that. Brilliant 134 to leave 32, but John hits the 20, treble 20, and double 8 to take the first leg. To add insult to injury, John has the darts in the second. It's game on.
100.
$89.
137.
100.
81.
85.
85.
95.
John, you require 98.
What? Jesus. 79.
79, and Matt requires 132.
That's close. 82.
John, you require 19.
Two.
Yes, it's game shot and the match to John O'Shea. Well, clearly John not taking any chances in either of those legs.
No.
You were down to a one darter in both.
Never mind.
Now step in and see us, Matt.
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you doing?
There he is. I have that same footstool over there under my dartboard. And that's even when I'm not on camera. Oh, Matt, scoring-wise, that started a little bit nervy for you in the first leg, but you really settled down, I think, treble every scoring visit after that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just the nerves of, playing a guy like John, and just obviously being on here. But got once it 1-3-4, I thought might have a go, but obviously John thought not. And then there's the second leg, kicked in a couple of slap visits, and John punished me.
Right, you had 50 left, Matt. Would you have gone for the ball?
Probably not, because you probably would have bounced out. So I probably would have played safe. But
in your playing career, of course, I'm sure you've attended a few exhibitions and various challenges. Any of the pros you've beaten, Matt?
James Wade at Lakeside.
Lovely.
I remember that one. That was quite nerve-wracking as well, because obviously Lakeside being the iconic stage that it is, and James Wade being the player he is. Mm-hmm. I was actually more nervous playing tonight than I was playing at Lakeside. I don't know why, but I've played Dennis Priestley as well. Didn't beat him. Colin Lloyd a few times. But as I say, I've been on the circuit. You often see the BDO pros and stuff like that. So I get to play quite a lot of them.
Yeah, how have you found the whole concept as far as your nerves are concerned, playing in the environment we're in? Because even some of our top players have been saying it feels so different when you're in the room on your own and not having the opponent physically there with you.
Yeah, and the other thing you miss is the buzz, the support you get. I've made 2 finals in the disability darts competitions that we've done online, and it's strange because you're playing well, but you're missing the buzz of the crowd watching the game. Obviously, you're trying to time your throw with your opponent, and it's weird, but it's something that I'm quite used to now, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, would you testify to that, John? I mean, you played across 15 league matches, but is it something you can get used to, playing in that kind of environment?
I'm not sure I'd be willing to get used to it. I'm very much one of these players that feed off with adrenaline rush, give it a bit of boom boom, kind of thing, when you win a big leg or a nice check out, just to get the adrenaline running. Trying to do it, I was under pressure against Larry Butler there the other night, and I left a roar out of me at one stage, just to get it pumping, if you understand.
Yeah, we heard it.
Yeah, but even in the World Masters, I was so pumped up, on the stage at Circus Tavern, and I was watching guys make mistakes, and I was feeding off that, last night, even playing Richard, that I probably played more times than anybody else. I couldn't see Richard, so I didn't know whether he was happy with his game. I couldn't see whether he was happy with his throw. If someone makes a mistake, I feed off that. That's my game of darts, And when you're in the kitchen on your own and you can't see anything that's happening around you, for me, yeah, it's good that we were able to do it while we were in lockdown. But no, I prefer to be out and about, with the crew and all that kind of carry on, and that's my opinion of it. I think Lorraine struggled as well. She's like me; she feeds off crowds and she feeds off opponents, So
yeah, you make a really good point that often you can feed off of seeing someone's body language. If their head's down, shoulders drooped. Well, what happens now playing like this is you're listening for the tone of voice. Are they sounding positive? Are they sounding negative? It's a good point you're making, John.
Yeah, it's just it's not every dart player, because there's a lot of dart players out there as well that would just carry on as normal and play the dartboard. But I would be like, if a guy went in and missed a double and the head goes down, it's a case of me then, right? You punish this now, be done with him, you know what I mean? That's the attitude,
Yeah, well, you certainly punish Matt. Bless him. He was sat on a double both legs, and you did the business.
Well, you know what? I don't know. I Matt was saying he was nervous. I missed the big 3 to leave double 8, So I had a bit of nervousness. It's short format, you see, as well, So.
Absolutely, it is.
I've enjoyed it.
Matt, you've not done yourself any harm here at all. You've scored well there, and going forward now, when we do come out of lockdown, what are you looking forward to? I mean, what tournaments are in the pipeline as far as disability darts is concerned, especially? It'd be good to know if there are any plans there.
Well, the next big tournament is the European Championships. They're over in Holland. They were supposed to be in May, and they've been moved to October. And that I'm nervous about, because obviously last year England won the World Cup in the disability darts, and I was just the manager then. This year I'm actually going as a player. So I'm feeling a lot more nervous, but we've got a good side. I fancy our chances, and I'm sure we'll get the job done over there.
Oh wow! I mean, that could be a real landmark moment for you. Winning as a manager and as a player. That's superb.
Absolutely, and then obviously potentially, yeah. But we've also got the first ever BDDA Masters as well at the Circus Tavern in November. So it's 2 big tournaments coming up, really. So lots of practice on those doubles.
Oh, well, that's great, Matt. And I'm sure John would recommend the Circus Tavern, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There were some big trophies on that stage, and I want to protect.
Wonderful. Well, John, we thank you for taking part in everything this evening. I'm sure that you have many people with their fingers crossed for you, and see if you can maintain that top 4 position. We'll find out as the night goes along. And Matt, we want to thank you for taking part. We're glad you got involved here. Thanks for telling us all about what's going on with disability darts. Everybody fully behind that. And hopefully we'll see you both out on the circuit in person very soon.
Indeed. Thanks very much for having me.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks again, John.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks, Matt.
Cheers, John.
Yeah, nice little match there for Matt Doe. Well done to him, and indeed John O'Shea. Well, we're going to be back for the Geo Comply Remote Darts League very shortly. The final league match of the entire season as Remote Darts League 2 comes to a close tomorrow night. The finals and the semi-finals, of course. The top 4 in action at the end of our league tonight. So make sure you're back with us, 9 o'clock UK time, as we get underway with our final 6 league matches. Hello again. This is the GeoComply Remote Darts League, and whether you're watching this first match of our evening on Facebook Live, on our YouTube channel, or via your favourite bookmaker's site, you are very welcome indeed. A big shout out to our sponsors, GeoComply, the iGaming industry's trusted solution for geolocation, and it's brought to you by FSB, the sports betting and gaming platform supplier. After 19 nights of league action, 12 of our 16 players have completed their 15 league matches. Tonight, we complete the league phase, and there's still plenty to play for ahead of tomorrow night, where we will see the top 4 compete in our semi-finals and final. So there it is, the league table as it stands after a dramatic session of darts yesterday. Justin Thompson competed well, but only managed to get 1 point with a draw versus Richard Veenstra and end his campaign on 16 points. Joe Cheney also competed well, but after defeating Thompson, he drew with John O'Shea before losing to Richard Veenstra. So he finishes up on 19 points and just below the top 4. John O'Shea has given himself a chance. He bounced back from a defeat against Veenstra to pick up 3 points last night and end his campaign on 20 points. We still don't know if that will be enough to stay in the top 4 tonight. What we do know is Richard Veenstra picked up 5 points yesterday to guarantee his place in tomorrow's semi-finals. He and James Richardson are on 22 points and cannot finish any lower than 4th. They're in. Looking at tonight's permutations, Tony O'Shea is unable to secure a top 4 finish, but will provide tough opposition, I'm sure. Paul Hogan still has work to do here this evening, as Jim Williams is 4 points away from a top 4 place, and with a maximum of 6 points per player on offer tonight, it's still all to play for. Tonight's lineup features the 4 men that took part in the first Remote Darts League competition and reached the semi-finals. In our second match, we'll be meeting runner-up Paul Hogan, who takes on Tony O'Shea. But first, we say hello to the reigning Remote Darts League champion, James Richardson, versus the man who's fighting for a top 4 place once again, Jim Williams. Good evening, gents.
Good evening, Richard. Good evening, Jim.
Hi, James.
Good evening, bud.
Well, Jim, you've had a long wait to return. It was a week ago this Sunday night that you competed last, and you put in a terrific session, 3 wins out of 3, to give yourself a chance of the top 4. You're going to need a similar kind of performance tonight if you're going to make it.
Yeah, it come together a little bit better last week. I've lost a lot of silly points, really, in it. So just hope I can just stay a bit more consistent tonight and, get my doubles.
Are you one of those that really has analysed the league as it goes along, or do you just play each match as it comes and see where you end up?
Yeah, I've never analysed anything like that, really. I just try and win each game as it comes. So that's the plan tonight. Win one at a time.
Okay, so Jim will be switched on, that's for sure, but I think James will be as well. Now, James, you've qualified for the top 4. We know that. But you haven't lost a match in this campaign. Surely that's a record that you want to maintain throughout.
Well, it is. I mean, you ask anybody if I was in my position, they would want to do the same. Yeah, I would. I'd love to go for the remote league unbeaten. It'd be good for me, and it'd be good for the remote league.
Yeah, indeed. And the way that we've done the fixtures, as you 4 all played in the first one, we kept it until the very last league night to put you all back up against each other again. So it's rivalries renewed as far as everyone's concerned. Do you remember your games in the first edition, or was it too long ago?
I remember them, but I can't remember how I played.
Now, back then it was best of 12. It went all the way. It was James that ran out a 7-5 win in the league.
Right.
It's a very close match. But Jim, it didn't go so well in the semi-final for you, did it?
No, I know. I missed a lot of doubles early on, but James just finishing. He was just finishing everything, to be fair to him. He played great. But he has all the way through. But I take my hat off to him. I mean, he had great averages and great results. So got my work cut out tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, back to your performance a week ago, Jim, not only did we say you picked up the 3 wins, but they were emphatic. Each result was 6-1. I mean, that's top form. Yeah,
it's a bit more like how I should be playing, I think. But like I say, my practice perhaps I haven't been doing as much as I should or have been able to. So yeah, I kind of expected a bit of inconsistency. So I just don't need it tonight, really.
Okay, well, we'll let you get on with the game. And I think James is eager for a win there so he can pay the lighting bill. There, that's fine. There he is. The main thing is, James, we can see the dartboard, and that's what we're concentrating on now. So we'll let you both get warmed up.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on.
No, it's no problem.
You paid the meter.
I jest. So we have Jim versus James in this first one, and if you've only just joined us for Remote Darts League action, where have you been? But I will explain that each of our league matches is the best of 10 legs. So that means two things. The winner is the first player to 6, but if it goes 5-5, there's no decider. That's the 10 legs played, and it will be a draw on 1 point apiece. So this very first match of our evening is going to be Jim that throws first. And once the practice starts are over, it'll be Jim that starts off.
Okay, all the best, James.
Yeah, well, Jim, all the best, bud. All the best, mate.
So first leg, Jim throwing first. Game on.
$100.
70.
137.
180.
And the first of the match goes to James.
$100.
100.
Jim requires 164.
100.
James requires 151.
87.
Jimmy requires 64.
32.
James requires 64.
3 darts.
Yeah, finds the double 8 for the first leg. James Richardson. Second leg, James to throw first.
26.
140.
134.
55.
140.
55.
140.
James requires 61.
In 3 darts.
Game shot and the second leg to James Richardson. Third leg, it's Jim to throw first.
$60.
$58.
$137.
One, two, three.
$100.
$100.
$140.
$140.
Jimmy requires 64.
$32.
James, you require 80.
$60.
Jim, you require 32.
Yeah, in one.
It's game shot and the third leg to Jim Williams. Fourth leg, James to throw first.
$180.
Yeah, the perfect start to the leg. Second of the match for James.
$41.
$96.
$100.
$180.
Third 180 for James.
$60.
James requires 45.
In 3 darts.
Yeah, 12 dot leg to take the fourth, James Richardson. Fifth leg, Jim to throw first.
$100.
$96.
$140.
$100.
100.
100.
Jim, you require 161.
99.
134.
Jim, you require 62.
42.
James requires 71.
3 darts.
Yeah, the double top takes the 5th leg for James Richardson. 6th leg, it's James to throw first.
140.
43.
85.
100.
140.
100.
James requires 136.
3 darts.
Yeah, marvellous stuff. The 136 checkout for the 6th leg to James Richardson. A 12 dart finish. 7th leg, Jim to throw first.
60.
47.
100.
121.
60.
180.
180.
Well, back to back, 4 for James, the first for Jim, and James requires 153.
135.
Yes, unlucky, and Jim requires 101.
39. 49.
49 score, James requires 18.
16.
Jim, you require 52.
Yeah, do.
Yes, in the corner, the 7th leg, Jim Williams. 8th leg, James to throw first.
$100.
$140.
135.
$140.
80 and 48. 128.
Yeah, 128.
$57.
James requires 138.
Uh, 77, 87, 92.
92 scored. Jim requires 164.
Uh, 82.
82. James requires 46.
In 2 darts.
It's game shot and the match, James Richardson. Well, congratulations, James. Great performance there. Some excellent scoring. The run continues.
Yeah, I'm happy with the win. It's just happening for me, Richard. I don't know. I'll just keep plodding on, chip away.
Yeah, I mean, right at the beginning, the first couple of legs there, you started, I think, with scores of 30 and 26 in the 2 legs.
Yeah.
And then you won both legs in 15 darts.
Yeah, it's scoring, you know. And
His scoring is excellent. It's just so consistent throughout.
yeah.
The 4 180s in that one, James. And Jim, that's what we're used to seeing from you, the 180s, but they didn't fall today, just the one.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great, that. But yeah, so I missed a few doubles there. Could have been a lot tighter than it was, I think.
Yeah,
James. What was
it
that?
could have been a key one right at the start. You were both on 64 right at the beginning of the match, wasn't it? And you missed the double 16. James stepped in, and that's the thing with this format. It can change literally in the first leg.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely different to what we're used to. Like, it's suiting some people and not others. I mean, obviously James he's flying in it, so yeah, he's playing. But there we are. I look forward to playing him in real life again, so I don't forget.
I'll be waiting for you. I'm coming.
Oh, I love this. Jim, it's not over for you. Legs difference could play its part now. And maybe that leg you just picked up right at the end there, if you have 2 strong wins after this, could be vital. So it's still in your own hands this evening. We see you back to take on Paul Hogan next. It doesn't get easier. That's the 3rd game out. And James, you're back the game after that to face Tony O'Shea. So both of you, thanks for a great start.
Yes.
I look forward to seeing you in a couple of games' time.
Okay.
Cheers. Bye. Well done, James. Bye.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, high quality encounter as we thought it would be. And we expect the same from our next 2 players. 2 England internationals collide. Silverback, Tony O'Shea, and Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan. Hello again from the Geo-Comply Remote Darts League. Our final league match is being played here this evening. We've just seen James Richardson, the out-and-out leader, with another win against Jim Williams. And now we welcome our other two players taking part this evening. Two Englishmen. It's wild. It's Silverback Tony O'Shea and Crocodile Dundee Paul Hogan. Hello, gents.
Good evening, Richard.
Now, Tony, we were hoping we'd come into the final night with all to play for all four of you. But of course, a few things out of your hands since the last time we saw you, and it seems that you're just outside the points for getting in the top four.
Everything's out of my hands, to be honest. I suppose tonight I could be a spoiler, but I'll just do what I normally do. I'll play my best and we'll see what happens. But I could have a few things to say about how it finishes up for one or two players, but I'll just do what I normally do. I'll try and enjoy the games and I'll play my best.
Yeah, and you've played your part, certainly. In the first league, it was the same. You reached the semi-finals that time. This time, even if you have a good night, as I say, it will be just short, but consistent throughout, Tony. I mean, overall, you've barely played a bad game. It's just been a case of results here and there. Quite a few draws for you, of course. I think 3 in this campaign, and even if 1 or 2 of those go one leg, it's a bit like Joe Cheney had a similar problem. Those draws, it's amazing the difference it can make.
Yeah, and that was especially true in the early part of the tournament. I thought I've played quite all right. I never look at averages really because they don't win games, but I don't think I've averaged that bad. It's just that I've just not done enough to win matches. So, well, that's darts, isn't it? I mean, we've all been playing long enough. We know how it works. And well, like I say, I hope I don't spoil anyone tonight, and I hope I don't sort of help anyone. So, I'll be just trying to win cash.
Absolutely, that is the best way to look at it, Tony. I think you've just summed it up. Actually, that should be the incentive, because as you say, if you affect a game positively for one player, it impacts another one negatively. So there's no gain or loss in that. You may as well just go out and out to win.
And to be honest, I mean, we're all pals as well, so I would never have favourites and stuff like that. I'm looking after me tonight, and that's all. And if I can win all 3 games, it's a few more quid in the pot. So that's what I'm looking to do. And good luck to everybody else. I know I've caught for a good night, and they're all here for a reason. I mean, that last game was awesome. And James has been brilliant the whole tournament, but so's Paul, so's Jim. So I've let the side down a little bit, but I think it's going to be a brilliant last night of the league.
Yeah, absolutely. And Paul, I mean, you've had a fantastic season. You've only lost 1 game in 12, but you do have work to do this evening. It's not guaranteed yet. You need a point on the board to make sure you're in that top 4. So full focus for the games ahead, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. As Tony said there, yeah. I mean, there's another 3 good players, and it's going to be hard. So as long as I keep playing my own game, I'm going to take it 1 game at a time and just enjoy it. So, and James just played well there again. So yeah, I've just got to do what and get some points on the board.
Yeah, well, you two met twice actually in RDL 1 because you both reached the semi-finals. It was that semi-final, Paul, that you won to get into the final. But do you remember your first league match? It was I
played Tony first league.
Yeah, a 6-6 draw.
6-6 draw, yeah.
And was that the one where all the legs went with the darts?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely one early on. I think it was
a good game.
Yeah, great game. So we look forward to the same again, gentlemen. Let's get it on. This time it's the best of 10.
All the best, Tony.
Cheers, Augie. All the best, Augie. Good luck. Cheers, Rich.
Yes. Yeah, there you see it. Best of 10 legs, and every point, in fact, every leg counts on that tape. Yeah, Crocodile Dundee is Paul Hogan, of course. Man down in Basingstoke these days. Tony O'Shea, Stockport's favourite son.
Yeah, I'm ready, Rich.
Yes, it's Paul's darts. Okay, Tony?
I'm ready, mate. All the best.
All the best, Tony.
The first leg, Paul to throw first. Game on.
140.
100.
100.
60.
100.
140.
Paul requires 161.
137.
140.
Paul, you require 24.
24 in 3 darts.
Yep, it's the first leg to Paul Hogan. Second leg, Tony to throw first.
100.
140.
100.
'Can't see, hang on. 140.
121.
105.
140.
Paul requires 116.
60.
Tony requires 40.
Gaming 2.
Yeah, the second leg, Tony O'Shea. Third leg, Paul to throw first.
97.
60.
83.
140.
60.
60.
45.
60.
40. 140. Jesus.
41.
85.
Tony, you require 140.
100.
Paul, you require 91.
43.
43 scored. Tony on 40.
Game in 1.
It's game shot. And the third leg to Tony O'Shea. Fourth leg, Tony to throw first.
$140.
140.
'Nicky, last one. 100.
180.
The first of the match goes to Paul.
100.
97.
Tony, you require 161.
40.
Paul, you require 84.
52.
Tony, you require 121.
91.
Paul, you require 32.
32 in one dart.
Well, Paul played the percentages. It paid off the double 16 for the fourth leg. Fifth leg, it's Paul to throw first.
85.
100.
83.
140.
35.
80.
38. Jesus.
99.
140.
Tony, you require 82.
57.
Paul requires 120.
60.
Tony, you require 25.
Sneaky last one. Game in 3.
Yeah, the 5th leg, Tony O'Shea. 6th leg, it's Tony to throw first.
$23.
45.
41.
100.
100.
100.
77.
60.
80.
36.
100.
Paul, you require 160.
80.
Tony requires 80.
Game in 2.
Game shot, and the 6th leg to Tony O'Shea. 7th leg, Paul to throw first.
$140.
100.
180.
Yeah, the 2nd for Hogan.
80 scored.
170.
85.
Yeah, it was 170 scored for Paul. It was correct. 85 for Tony, and Paul, you require 11.
Oh God. 9.
100.
Paul requires 2.
No score.
Tony, you require 136.
100.
Paul, you require 2.
2-in-1.
Yes, finds the double one for the 7th leg, Paul Hogan. 8th leg, Tony to throw first.
$140.
180.
180, number 3 for Paul.
$60.
100.
100.
100. Oh, sorry. 55.
Okay, good call. We'll correct that. 55 scored for Paul.
I'll check, Bob. $100.
98.
Tony, you require 101.
Go. Game in 3.
Yeah, terrific finish. The 101, treble 29, double 16. The 8th leg, Tony O'Shea. 9th leg, Paul to throw first.
$100.
125.
55.
60.
135.
125.
125.
57.
Paul, you require 86.
86 in 3 on the
It's
ball.
a bullseye. The 9th leg goes to Paul Hogan. For the 10th and final leg, it's Tony to throw first.
One, two, one.
45.
60.
100.
140.
83.
100.
135.
Tony, you require 80.
60.
Paul, you require 138.
$134.
Tony, you require 20.
$10.
Paul, you require 4.
Now score.
Tony, you require 10.
Ah.
That's game in 3.
Awesome.
It's in there, and dare I say, Tony, a sneaky last one to take the 10th leg
not
and
the first
indeed
time.
the match. It's there. Tony wins 6 legs to 4. Well, we knew it was going to be close, and we knew there'd be drama. My goodness. Paul, just talking about the last leg alone, it looked like it had gone. You hit 2 big scores to get back into it, and then that horrible double 2.
Yeah, I went for an 18 to leave tops, but yeah, I had three darts for the draw, but Tony scored well, finished well, so yeah, deserved it really. To be honest.
Hey, Tony, I mean overall, Paul, still decent darts. 3 180s, a 170 when you didn't even need one. You know, you're scoring big scores when you don't want them. You go into the next match now, and we'll talk about that a bit more in a moment, against Jim Williams, still needing a point on the board. And Jim, of course, needs to defeat you. So it's almost like a knockout game, it's certainly for Jim in the next match.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see what happens.
It adds to the drama. Now, Tony, we'll discuss that more, Paul, in just a second. We look forward to that. But Tony, you're doing your job, as you said. I mean, you're really stuck in there. That 101, a beautiful checkout.
Yeah,
Pressure moment.
I mean, over the 20 nights, I think I've finished quite well at times. It's just I've just gone off the boil a bit on scoring, and that was, I mean, I scored well and finished quite well when I needed to there. So, although Paul could have snuck it there with that double, but that's darts, isn't it? We've said it for the last 20 nights, and but I'm there to try and win every game, and it either works or it doesn't. And I'm dead happy there that I've actually turned up and played quite well, and yeah, there's still a bit more mayhem to come, I think.
Absolutely. In your next matchup, I mean, one to really look forward to. Game after next, James Richardson, your opponent.
Well, he's the standout performer of both tournaments, to be honest. I mean, he's had one massive average, and then he's had loads of really good ones. So, yeah, he's been the standout player, and I'm looking forward to playing him. And it won't actually mean a lot to him as the standings go, but it means more to me to give him a good game, and I think, I'm not 100% sure. Did I beat him in the first tournament? But I can't remember.
You did, but I was going to mention that when you're face to face with him, so to speak.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Cut.
But, on that note,
Tony's
giving us a big build up. No problem.
I just turn up and try and win every game I can. Some nights it's good, sometimes it's not so good, but I try every single time.
Hey, tonight was guaranteed to be a good night. Thank you both. We look forward to speaking to you again with your next opponent.
Cheers, Paul.
Yeah, so Paul's back very shortly to take on Jim Williams.
Guys.
Yes, the Geo Comply Remote Darts League. It's our final league night, and we're all set up for things tomorrow. Or at least we're trying to, because these two gentlemen still have work to do. We know that James Richardson and Richard Vainstra are already in our finals night. We could be seeing both of these players in it. We could be seeing one or the other, because John O'Shea is still in the mix, who's played all of his matches. So work for Jim Williams and Paul Hogan to do. Let's say hello to them both now. Discuss exactly what needs to happen. Here they are. Well, hey, look, we're giving the big build-up regarding the league, but if you were playing in an open, you're used to this. If you win, you're through. If you lose, you're out. And I think that's the situation, certainly for you, Jim, as far as losing is concerned. You need to win this game, and it gives you a chance in the last. So it's pretty much like a semi-final of an open, so to speak. If you win this one, you've got a chance in the next one.
Yeah, I think it probably suits everyone a little bit better. That you know where you stand now, don't you? So yeah, I just have to pull my finger out here, I think.
and Paul will be thinking the same, because you want that point on the board, Paul, to make life comfortable for you. And I don't want to remind you too much of what just happened, but of course those misses at double two, hopefully at the back of your mind, not on the front.
Yeah, it's gone now. You know, I've got to focus on Jim there. So it's going to be a tough game against Jim. So yeah, we'll see what happens in this one.
Okay, well, we've given it the build-up. Let's see you both play a best of 10 leg encounter.
All best, Jim.
Best of man.
Yes, as you can see there, 10 legs is the format. Paul looking for a point to secure his place in the top four. Jim needs a win so he can go on to his final game and give it a go for that push into the top four. Once the practice starts are over, it's Paul that starts the match. Yeah, the last three now for Jim.
Okay.
Okay, so the first leg, it's Paul to throw first. Game on.
$60.
$96.
$100.
$85.
$85.
$134.
$60.
$100.
$100.
Jim, you require 86.
$54.
Paul, you require 96.
17, 21, 26.
Jim on 32.
Uh, 24.
Just to check that last score, Paul, did you get a
Yeah.
treble two?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, so a 17 and a 5, yeah?
yeah,
So 28 scored. We'll just correct that for you.
yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. So 28 scored for Paul here to leave 68. 24 scored for Jim. And Paul requires 68.
$60.
Jim, you require 8.
Game shot in 2.
Yep, it is the first leg to Jim Williams. Second leg, Jim to throw first.
$85.
$60.
$100.
$140.
$60.
$140.
$60.
Paul requires 161.
$97.
$60.
Paul requires 64.
$64 in 2.
Game shot and the second leg to Paul Hogan. Third leg, Paul to throw first.
$100.
$97.
$81.
$96.
$83.
$100.
$100.
100.
Paul requires 137.
Is that 86 left, Rich?
It is, yes.
50, 60, 80, 87.
Yeah, with 218s, it's 87.
Yeah.
Jim requires 108.
Game shot in 3.
If you just take that single 19 out, there we see that double 16. The 108 for Jim Williams takes the third leg. And fourth leg is Jim to throw first.
$100.
41.
121.
95.
60.
100.
60.
105.
And Jim at 160.
We're 90.
90 scored, and Paul requires 160.
Uh, 23, 49, 54.
54 scored, Jim requires 70.
$38.
38 scored, Paul requires 106.
106 in 3.
Yeah, great check out there to take the fourth leg, Paul Hogan. We're just going to take a slight pause there with the scores at 2-2. Just check Jim's connection, and we'll be straight back. Yeah, welcome back. A brilliant match here between Paul Hogan and Jim Williams. You've not missed a thing. Players just keeping loose while we took that short break just to check a few things technically. But now we're ready to resume. The match delicately poised at 2-2. And for the fifth leg, it's Paul to throw first. Game on.
$60.
$140.
$100.
$28.
$60.
$100.
$140.
$140.
Paul, you require 141.
$85.
Jim requires 93.
That's 14 left, isn't it?
The treble 18 leaves 14.
Left.
So 79 scored, and Paul requires 56.
Ah, 38.
Jim, you require 14.
Game shot in 2.
Finds the double 7 to take the fifth leg, Jim Williams. Sixth leg, it's Jim to throw first.
$60.
$140.
$100.
$36.
$100.
$100.
One, two, three.
$130.
Jim requires 118. Will you require 95?
$59.
Jim, you require 74.
You shot me 3. Just an 8.
What do we have there?
Oh, hang on.
That's
Sorry,
all
I
right.
called
Just
too late.
checking.
I had 42.
Oh, yes, and then the 8 for the double 12. Yep, just checking where they were. That's no problem. I can see the doubles in, mate. So the treble 14, the 8, and the double 12 for 74. It is the 6th leg to Jim Williams. 7th leg, it's Paul to throw first.
$55.
$93.
$140.
$100.
$41.
$140.
$100.
$140.
$125.
Jim, you require 28.
Yeah, in one.
Yeah, the 7th leg to Jim Williams. 8th leg, it's Jim to throw first.
$59.
$100.
$140.
$100.
$136. Is it Rich?
126. Yeah, 126 there, the 2 trebles and single.
$100.
$60.
$96.
It requires 116.
Game shot in 3.
It's a 1-1-6, and it is game shot and the match to Jim Williams. Well, let's speak to our players. Jim, a terrific performance there. Some excellent finishing. The 108, that 74, rather bizarre, but correct. And the 1-1-6 to win. You must be delighted with that.
Yeah, always to win is great. Yeah, we had a few scrappy legs to start. And then I think I got a little bit better as it went on. And yeah, just about scraped the win.
Yeah, indeed. And it's amazing now how the league table's going. You still need a positive result, a good win in your last game against Tony O'Shea. But it is possible now for you, Jim, to get into that top 4.
Yeah, I don't think it helps to think about it too much. You just got to try and win each game as it comes. So and it's a privilege always to play Tony. So I'll just go and enjoy it and see what happens.
Yes, indeed. And Paul, for you, despite defeat, it must be such a bizarre feeling for you, Paul, because you could lose 3 games and still stay in. It's a weird thing. You're just kind of pushing for that point, and I could feel a bit of tension in you during that game. Would I be right there?
Yeah, I mean, I had the chance to make it 4-3 with the double 18. I didn't. It's a bad night at the office. That's all I could say. Jim played well. His finishing was good.
Yeah, it's like you say, a bizarre sort of a match in terms of all the legs going against the darts. As you say, you had them couple of misses at double 18, probably key at that point. But Paul, despite a couple of defeats this evening, because you've done so well, your legs difference is still higher than John O'Shea's. So you can go into that last game against James Richardson. You just need to get some legs on the board and you're there. Easier said than done, I know, against the reigning champion.
Yeah, I owe him one, James. There, but
well, there you go.
It's good. I mean, as you know, I knew it was going to be tough tonight. I think I'm trying too hard to get that 1 point, but now I'm just going to have to try and relax myself for the last game.
Yeah, well, you've got a couple of games rest. Jim, you're back game number 5 against Tony O'Shea. We look forward to seeing you both later. We could be seeing you both in the semi-finals. Who knows?
Let's hope so. I've got to give a shout. Rich, I know we're not. I've got to give a shout out to Carl McKinstry's daughter. She's been texting me every game and supporting every game. So,
absolutely lovely, and you're most welcome to do that, Jim.
Thank you. See you later.
Well played, Jim.
See you both later on.
Cheers, Richard. Thank you.
Yeah, so that completes our third match. Coming up next, Tony O'Shea and James Richardson. just 3 matches to go in the Remote Darts League phase before our semi-finals and final tomorrow. Let's have a quick look at the leaderboard as it stands, our league table. It's been getting rather complicated. There was a slight anomaly at the top of our show with John O'Shea's league position. That is absolutely spot on now. 15 games played. His legs difference is plus 26. You can see Paul Hogan, despite the 2 defeats, he's just 3 legs difference as far as that's concerned, above. Just 3 legs in it. Paul Hogan in 3rd, John O'Shea in 4th. But Jim Williams there in 6th. If he were to have a heavy victory in his last match and get 20 points as well, he could creep into that top 4. He needs a big win, but that is what's on the line here for our players. Let's meet 2 that can't change their overall position as far as the semi-finals are concerned. James, top of the league, is already in, and Tony O'Shea is picking up points but can't quite make the top 4. We're looking forward to a great game here. Let's say hello to James Richardson and Tony O'Shea.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tony. Good evening, Richard.
All right, brother.
Buddy.
Well, you two got our evening off to a terrific start. James, you're in full flow against Jim Williams.
Yeah, I'm happy with the win. You know, good win against Jim. Top player, class, world class he is.
Indeed. And Tony, I mean, that was a lovely victory over Paul Hogan. 6 legs to 4. Pressure moments in the last leg.
Yeah, well, it mattered. I actually stuck in for a change there, and but to beat people like Paul, and then I'm thinking back over the tournament, I could have won a few more games if I'd just stuck in there. But that's what happens when it's a long tournament. This, I mean, what we know, night 20, and there's a lot of good darts been played, but I can see where I've missed out a bit.
Yeah, I think this is league night 118, I think. The league match, rather. This is the league match 118. So, yeah, indeed. Lots of darts played. James, talking of the amount of matches played, this is your 25th Remote Darts League match across League 1 and League 2. You've only lost 1 game in 24.
Yeah, you know who that was against.
Tony did mention it earlier.
I've been talking about it for the last 3 weeks, to be honest. In Sainsbury's the other morning, she didn't have a clue what I was on about, but I was telling this young lady about it.
Fantastic. Yep, so that is the blip, and it was a 7-5 in a best of 12 leg match. So James's only defeat across 2 Remote Darts League is against Tony O'Shea. Well, let's see what happens here, gents, in this best of 10 leg encounter.
Yeah. All the best, Tony.
All the best, James. All the best, mate.
Yes, indeed. So James, in this campaign, unbeaten. He has registered already. Well, how many wins is it now? I think 11 wins and 2 draws in this campaign. Brilliant stuff from the reigning champion. Tony O'Shea would like to put a dent in that record once again. And when the practice starts are over, it will be Tony that starts the match.
I'm ready after these 3, Rich.
Yeah, I'm ready, mate. All the best.
All the best,
Okay,
James.
so the first leg, it's Tony to throw first. Game on.
$83.
$100.
$100.
$131.
All in 180.
First 180 of the match, Tony O'Shea.
19.
Tony, you require 138.
80 scored.
James on 151.
86.
86 and Tony on 58.
38.
James, you require 65.
Hello?
You okay, James?
Yeah, 25 that was, sorry.
That's okay. Well, we couldn't quite hear. So 25 scored.
Oh, sorry.
Tony on 20.
3. 6.
And James, you require 40.
First start.
And apologies for the delay there, but the first leg is there for James Richardson. And the second leg, it's James to throw first.
Uh, 55.
60.
137.
140.
137.
97.
55.
58.
James requires 117.
97.
Tony, you require 146.
105.
James requires 20.
First start.
Game shot and the second leg to James Richardson. Third leg, Tony to throw first.
100.
134.
140.
27.
78.
140.
97.
58.
Tony, you require 86.
70.
James requires 142.
80.
Tony on 16.
Game in 2.
Game shot and the third leg to Tony O'Shea. Fourth leg, James to throw first.
57.
100.
121.
45.
60.
36.
125.
60.
James, you require 138.
60.
100.
James requires 78.
3 darts.
Game shot and the fourth leg, James Richardson. Fifth leg, Tony to throw first.
100.
140.
100.
83.
99.
62.
98.
42.
Tony, you require 104.
88.
134.
Tony, you require 16.
14.
James requires 40.
20.
Tony, you require 2.
Too many.
Oh, the double 18, wrong bed. No score. James on 20.
Second out.
Yeah, finds it for the 5th leg, James Richardson, and 6th leg, it's James to throw first.
Uh, 57, 77, 78, 83.
$100.
85.
100.
100.
140.
140.
Tony, you require 161.
99.
James requires 93.
61.
Tony, you require 62.
46.
James requires 32.
In one down.
Yes, the 6th leg goes to James Richardson. 7th leg, Tony to throw first.
$60.
69.
60.
26.
100.
99.
140.
134.
Tony requires 141.
97.
133.
Tony, you require 44.
44 in 2, Rich.
Game shot on the 7th leg, Tony O'Shea. 8th leg, James to throw first.
$26.
99.
134.
100.
80.
60.
57.
98.
180.
The first of the match, James. Tony on 144.
60.
And James on 24.
12.
Tony, you require 84.
59.
James, you require 12.
In 2 darts.
And it's the double three that wins the game for James Richardson. 6 legs to 2. Well, James, the run keeps going in Remote Darts League 2 for you, my friend. One more match to go unbeaten in the league phase.
Yeah, got my mate Hogan last round.
Yes, indeed. And Tony, it could have been a lot different, couldn't it? Some missed doubles early on for sure. And there was sort of an irony in your voice when you wanted that 44 and just went 12 double 16 easy as that. You know, after the misses that had gone before.
Yeah, if you get a chance and you don't hit it, then obviously it's going to affect you a bit. So, and I had a few chances, but if you don't take him, do you, sir? Well done, James. Keep going, mate. Keep going.
Cheers, Tony.
Yeah, and we're gonna see you both back. So, Tony, you're going to return very shortly. We'll give you a couple of minutes break, and then James returns for that last match, as he mentioned, against Paul Hogan. So we'll see you both again very soon.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
All the best, Tony.
The final, mate.
Cheers, buddy. On you, brother. Love you.
Yes, lots of love on this final league night, and we have 2 more matches to go. Next is Tony O'Shea and Jim Williams. welcome back to the Geo Comply Remote Darts League. This is the second edition of the Remote Darts League. We've had 16 players involved, and all of our players in one giant Remote Darts League table. They're going to play 15 games each. Well, we are down to our last 2 games. We have 4 players remaining, each with their last match to play. So let's say hello to the penultimate pairing of Jim Williams and Tony O'Shea.
Good evening again.
There they are once again. Well, Tony, as we expect from you, ending the campaign, win or lose, with a smile, but looking to go out with a bang here.
Yeah, I think I've played well the 2 games tonight so far, and obviously I'm going to get everything as usual. Obviously, Jim's still got a chance of qualifying, so obviously it's a big game for Jim. It's a big game for me because I'm playing one of the probably 2-3 best players in our WDF system. So yeah, it's a big game for me, definitely. Yeah,
and Jim, certainly a big game for you. We're not going to get the slide rule out as far as legs are concerned, because Paul's result could also have an impact. All we do know is you need to win and win well.
Yeah, that's all you can do, isn't it? You try and take one game at a time and win every leg. So yeah. I got a tough, experienced guy here as well, so it's not easy. Like,
yeah, the part that's in your own hands is winning, so to speak. The legs difference part, there's no point in us even doing permutations, because whatever happens with you, if Paul has a negative legs difference, that can change your position. So the most important thing for you is a win here puts you on enough points to qualify for the top 4. Legs difference we deal with later.
Yeah, that's all you can hope for, isn't it? It's kind of nice to be, and I think I've struggled a little bit in this league. So, yeah, all I can hope for now is try and win, and yeah, we'll see what happens then.
Okay, well, I know we're not supposed to have favourites, but as I always say, when you 2 appear, 2 of mine, and we're going to get things underway here and now. Best of 10 legs, Tony and Jim.
All the best, James.
Yeah, all the best, Tony.
Of course, I'm completely impartial. But the first player to 6 will pick up 2 points. We could be seeing a 5-5 draw. We've not seen a draw tonight, but plenty throughout the league campaign, and many a draw have been crucial to results as far as the placings are concerned. Tony not able to get in that top 4, pushing for a win nevertheless, and Jim hoping for a win to give him enough points to qualify for tomorrow's semi-finals. And when the practice starts are over, it will be Tony that throws first.
These are my last 3. Richie boy, I'm ready when you are, sir.
Okay, Jim.
Yeah, all the best, Tony.
All the best, James.
So, first leg, Tony to throw first. Game on.
$45.
$60.
$125.
$60.
$121.
$100.
$138.
$60.
Tony, you require 72.
52.
60.
Tony, you require 20.
Game in 1.
Game shot and the first leg to Tony O'Shea. Second leg, Jim to throw first.
$140.
$60.
$45.
$140.
$100.
$100.
$60.
$121.
Jim requires 156.
$60.
Tony requires 80.
$58.
Jim requires 96.
$56.
Tony, you require 22.
Game in 1, Rich.
Yeah, the second leg, Tony O'Shea. Third leg is Tony to throw first.
Yeah. 81.
$125.
$77.
$60.
$60.
$100.
$100.
$60.
99.
Jim requires 156. Tony requires 84.
$59.
Jimmy requires 96. Tony requires 25.
$17.
Jim requires 40. Tony requires 8.
Came in 2, Rich.
Yeah, finds that double 4 to take the third leg, Tony O'Shea. Fourth leg, Jim to throw first.
$64.
The first of the match goes to Jim Williams.
That's James. $140.
Oh, 95.
$83.
$45.
$83.
Jim, you require 121.
$49.
49 and Tony on 131.
That's 131, mate.
Yeah, beautiful check out. The treble 17
tops.
and the 2 double tops indeed for Tony O'Shea to take the fourth leg. Fifth leg, it's Tony to throw first.
$60.
$140.
$55.
$140.
$140.
140.
All in 180.
Yeah, Tony's first 181 apiece, but Jim requires 81.
Mm, 61.
Tony requires 66.
Game in 2.
Yeah, great leg from both players there. 3 140s for Jim, but it's Tony that takes the 66 for the 5th leg. 6th leg, Jim to throw first.
100.
140.
60.
100.
60.
140.
60.
Tony, you require 121.
96.
100.
Tony, you require 25.
17.
Jim, you require 121.
4 game shot in 3.
He finds the ball for the 1-2-1. Jim Williams, the 6th leg. 7th leg, it's Tony to throw first.
140.
140.
78.
60.
100.
140.
95.
Jim requires 161.
65.
Tony requires 88.
That's 88 and 2, mate.
It is indeed. It's game shot and the match. Tony O'Shea. Well, congratulations, Tony. Excellent stuff there, especially second half of the match. Some superb finishing.
Cheers, brother.
You must be delighted with the form. I know it doesn't impact the tournament overall, but certainly to go out like that, as you said you would.
Well, to be honest, there was 2 nights where I know I wasn't 100%, and if I'd have played like tonight, the whole tournament, I think I'd have been still in the batting for tomorrow, but it didn't happen. So, but I wanted to finish strong, and I'm dead chuffed to have done so. Thank you.
And Jim, of course, not the way that you'd want to leave the competition, but maybe some comparisons to what Tony said there for you. You seem to be the player, I think, out of the whole 16. When you're on, you're irresistible at times, but if you're not on, it's been a struggle. It's been a strange league for you.
Yeah, look, like I keep saying, it's kind of expected. Disappointed, obviously, with that and not to qualify, but I guess it's made it easy for the league table. But yeah, look, I think you get what you deserve. I've not put the effort in lately, and I've got exactly what I deserved. And Tony was fantastic. A few good shot out, and it hurts, and it's difficult when you're chasing them sometimes.
Yeah, well, you say you may not have put the effort in as far as your own darts preparation is concerned, but let's not forget this whole remote darts league getting started, the first phase. You know, you were heavily instrumental in that, and I think all the players appreciate your work behind the scenes, Jim. I know you take a back seat now and let others do it, and you're just concentrating on playing. But I think thanks on everyone's behalf for helping get this up and running.
It's been great. Honestly, from day one, I think it's been great, and it gets people playing, and like everybody I've heard from, they've enjoyed it. So it can only be a good thing, can it?
I think so. And Tony, I mean, this doesn't replace the tournaments, of course, that aren't being played. But as far as staying competitive, I mean, surely it must be a help if you go back to tournaments and you've had games like this in the downtime.
To be honest, it's been a godsend. I mean, I think I mentioned a few times that the very first tournament we had, practiced more than I've probably practiced for years, and it showed. And even though I've blown it a couple of nights this tournament, it's done me proud. And I played some good darts, and I've proved to myself that I can still play darts. And it's not just the remote darts league that's been doing it. The whole world's been doing internet darts, and it's got everyone playing darts, and which is brilliant. And it certainly woke me up, and I'm going to try and put a bit more effort into it in the future.
Yeah, well, good words. And as always, it's always great to speak to you. I'm sure there are 2 guys that are very happy with that result. Never mind who won and lost, just the result. And that's John O'Shea and Paul Hogan. The pressure is off the 2 of them. They are now in that top 4. And we say farewell to Tony O'Shea, to Jim Williams. Thanks for your company. And we will be back with that one more game. So thanks, gents.
God bless you, Richard, and God bless you. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks for the entertainment. To all me fellow players, we've had a great few weeks. Thanks to everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, lovely words to end on there from Tony. Thank you for that.
Mate.
And we're going to be back one more game, the 120th league game in Remote Darts League 2. Yes, it is the reigning champion, James Richardson, versus the man he beat in the final, Paul Hogan. This is the Geo-Comply Remote Darts League, and this is our 20th league night. 6 games per night played. We have one left. That means the 120th league match will complete our league table, all set for tomorrow's semi-finals. And the 2 players we've left until last were the 2 men that competed in the first Remote Darts League final. They are England's Paul Hogan and England's James Richardson. Hello, gents.
Hi, Richard.
Oh,
Hi, James.
not buddy.
Now, gentlemen, we will be taking a look at that completed league table after this game. We can confirm a couple of things right now, though. James Richardson cannot be caught. He finishes top of the league. And Paul Hogan, after that last result with Jim being defeated, it means you're guaranteed a top 4 finish. The thing for you, though, Paul, is we still don't know what position you're in. You're currently in 3rd. A defeat could take you down to 4th. A victory could take you to 2nd. Yeah. So there's still a bit of movement on the league table.
Yeah, I mean, that was a shocking result, really. I mean, I'm over the moon. I mean, Ange's had all the paperwork on the bed. You need this many legs against James, or get a win against James. You know, and, I mean, I've been in the top 2 with James. You know, and if I'd have dropped out tonight, I'd have been gutted. But I'm well happy now.
Yeah, well, you can relax and enjoy this game. I mean, James, you've seemed like you're relaxed and enjoying it from game 1, to be honest.
Yeah, my missus has been doing the same, Paul, with the updates. Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue. Good job I got her.
Yeah, well, we know with you, Sue.
Sorry, good job I got Carolyn, not her.
Yeah, no, we do know that Carolyn and Angela are in charge in the Richardson and Hogan households, respectively. We are fully aware of that. But hey, you guys are in charge right now. On the dartboard, this was our final last time, and you could be meeting again either in a semi-final or a final tomorrow. We don't know that yet. Let's get this game played and complete the league. James Richardson and Paul Hogan.
All the best, James.
All the best, Paul, buddy.
So yes, once this game is played, all 16 of our players will have played 15 matches each. Our top 4 go through to the semi-finals. We know now that Ireland's John O'Shea and the Netherlands' Richard Venstra will join these 2 players in our last 4. We know that first will play 4th and second will play 3rd. We just don't know that order yet until this game is completed. So, James, you're going to be throwing first.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready, Rich.
Okay. First leg, James to throw first. Game on.
$140.
$180.
The perfect start for Paul Hogan.
$180.
Perfect reply for James Richardson.
$135.
$100.
$150.
James requires 81.
$16.65. 27.
Paul, you require 36.
$18.
James, you require 54.
Into 3.
From one side of the board to the other, double 14 for double 13. It's game shot, and the first leg to James Richardson. Second leg, Paul to throw first.
42.
85.
140.
140.
83.
45.
85.
77.
Paul requires 151.
85.
James requires 154.
44.
Paul, you require 66.
Hang on, Richard, just trying to put my foot in.
No problem. A pit stop is allowed.
$30.
James, you require 110.
3 darts.
Well, Paul not out of the pits quick enough. James Richardson takes the leg with 110. Third leg, it's James to throw first.
83.
60.
96.
41.
140.
123.
64.
60.
James requires 118.
78.
60.
James requires 40.
20.
Paul, you require 157.
99.
James requires 20.
3rd dart.
It's the third leg to James Richardson. Fourth leg, Paul to throw first.
83.
135.
100.
134.
100.
100.
81.
James requires 132.
52.
137 for Paul.
6. 86.
James requires 80.
3 darts.
Yeah, there's the tops for the fourth leg, James Richardson.
Can't you miss the door, James?
Fifth leg, it's James to throw first.
135.
140.
45.
140.
134.
100.
55.
Paul requires 121.
113.
113 and James on 132.
92.
92 and Paul requires 8.
Yeah, in one. I've hit a
It's
double.
game shot and the fifth leg to Paul Hogan. And sixth leg, it's Paul to throw first.
100.
60.
100.
100.
83.
134.
140.
180.
Third of the match, second for James. Paul requires 78.
54.
James requires 27.
Two darts.
Not often you see a 27 finish, but there it is for the 6th leg, James Richardson. And the 7th leg, James throws first.
$140.
$135.
$82.
$123.
$39.
$45.
$140.
$140.
James requires 100.
Oh, Jesus. 41. 41.
41, and Paul requires 58.
Yeah, 58 and 3.
Yeah, finds the double top for the 7th leg, Paul Hogan. 8th leg, it's Paul to throw first.
$100.
$100.
$140.
$60.
$100.
$100.
Paul requires 161.
$121.
$60.
Paul, you require 40.
$30.
$100.
Paul, you require 10.
$2.
James requires 81.
Doubles.
In 3 darts.
And that's game shot and the match to James Richardson. There it is, 6 legs to 2. And Paul gave us a bit of commentary right there at the end and said, doubles.
Doubles, yeah. I could have been 2-0 up. Could, you know, to be honest, I should have had a draw there, but yeah, missed doubles.
I mean, the very first leg,
Paul.
Paul,
For me, isn't it? Frost.
the very first leg, Paul, you were on a 10-dart finish.
Yeah, I know.
I just thought I'd let you know.
He's always been lucky, James.
Well, no luck involved here, James. Looking at the record, 15 games played in the league. You've won 13 and drawn 2.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. You know, that's brilliant for myself. You know, get invited into the remote league, win one, get invited to the second one. You know, as well as Paul and Jim and Tony, and you know, I'll finish top again. It's good for myself. You know, it's good for my confidence and everything else.
Absolutely, and well done to Justin Thompson and Darren Herrera-Winnie for getting those draws against you. As we look at it, I mean,
that came really well.
And by my reckoning, we are going to check the league table in just a moment, but because of legs difference there, I think you two are going to be playing each other again in the semi-final tomorrow. I think Paul finishes in 4th now. So I think it's James and Paul tomorrow. We can have a look at that league table if it's available.
Can I just applaud James for winning the league again?
Yeah, very nice words there, Paul.
Yeah,
And there's the confirmation of that win while we've still got the players with us. James Richardson out on top. He will face Paul Hogan in our semi-final tomorrow. The other semi-final, the Netherlands versus Ireland. Richard Veenstra taking on John O'Shea. There it is confirmed. Look at all of those matches. The wins, the losses, the draws, the legs difference. It's all complete after 120 games played. So we'll have a quick word now with Paul and James. Fitting that we end with our first 2 finalists, and fitting that you two who sign off the league phase also rejoin us for the semi-finals tomorrow. James, is there any additional pressure on you as champion? The way you've played throughout the league phase, I'm not sure there is.
I'm not under pressure, Richard. I'm enjoying it, to be quite honest. Now I'm turning up in my games room. Now I come in here to prepare before my matches, and I'm enjoying it. It's good. I'm enjoying the because I'm not working at the minute because of the lockdown, and you know, I'm just playing darts and coming here and just practice and get ready for this.
Yeah, well, some would say you're working very well on the dartboard. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Paul, I don't know if the league position has had an effect. I mean, we discussed it. You started your first 9 games you were unbeaten. Then you only lost 1 on the 4th night, so 11 out of 12 you were undefeated. Was the league position what's put you under pressure tonight? Can you go into tomorrow now fresh, relaxed?
Well,
it's a different thing.
I've got to go to work, so no, I'll be refreshed. I mean, I played well against James there. I missed a few doubles. I'm looking forward to playing James again, so hopefully I can get one on him this time. I'll better practice my doubles a little bit. But no, I scored well. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game tomorrow. I mean, James has been superb for the last 2 times. So I'm glad he won the league. But yeah,
that's fair, Paul. That is fair. I mean, when you played in the league the first time, it was a 6-6 draw, but the final was quite one-sided. But hey, we can only look forward. Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go.
Oh, we kept it warm for a few days.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to send you another Griff.
You said you're working. Does that mean you've got work to do tomorrow before you play the game?
Yeah, I haven't stopped working, Rich.
So what are the hours tomorrow that you work?
Well, I'm in a talk at about 6:30 in the morning, and I'll finish between 3 2. So
okay, so plenty of, you can have a bit of rest time, a bit of preparation time. Yeah. That's good to know. Okay, well, we will see you both tomorrow. We really look forward to it. We'll talk some more then. As Paul has said, James, congratulations on finishing top of the league. But your work is not done. You do not win this title by topping the league. You win it in our knockout finals night that comes up tomorrow. Paul Hogan will be there as your semi-final opponent.
Doom tomorrow.
You heard it here first. This is what we have to put up with when we're off air, by the way, with these two. But Paul and James, thank you once again. Great league campaign. You're both in our last 4, and we'll see you both tomorrow.
Thanks, Richard. Well played, James.
Good, Paul. Well done, buddy.
I'll get you back tomorrow, hopefully.
Well,
Practice on my doubles, buddy.
they'll carry on if we stay on air. We must finish. They're smiling. They're in. The other two players that are smiling here tonight are Richard Veenstra in the Netherlands, John O'Shea in Ireland, because they know that they face each other in the other semi-final that takes place tomorrow. The two semi-finals, best of 15 legs, followed by the final over the best of 19 legs. That's what we have to look forward to in 21 hours' time. That's 9 p.m. British summer time. We look forward to your company, but on behalf of everybody involved, and I mean all 16 players, they've all been saying their farewell thank yous to us. It's been a great league campaign, 20 league nights played. We have one more night of remote darts League 2 to come up. So on behalf of our production team, brought to you by FSB, our sponsors, GeoComply, thanks for your company. One night to go. It's finals night. See you soon.